Welcome to our channel Medico's Learning Decks. Here we will discuss easy mnemonics, high ill topics and integrated revision of topics related to medicine. So let's start.
So today's topic is pedigree analysis. This is a very important topic as well as a very confusing one, right? So first we will build up the concept and then we will learn easy tricks to come into conclusion that whether it is autosomal or X-linked or mitochondrial and whether it is dominant or recessive. Okay, so let's start. So first let's see the common symbols used in the pedigree charts. Okay, so the square is for male. The square denotes male. See, the circle denotes female and the rhomboid shape denotes sex unspecified. Now this is for mating. This shows parents with children, one boy, one girl. Okay, now this is for affected, like affected male and affected female. This is for carrier in autosomal diseases. This is for carrier in autosomal diseases, and in X-linked the carrier is this. Okay, deceased is this one. The box, the square or the circle is crossed by one line, right? This is divorce. This is consanguineous mating, that is mating between relatives or close relation mating. These are for zygotic or non-identical twins. See, non-identical twins can be brother sister, brother or sister. So these are dizygotic or non-identical twins. Now monozygotic is this. See this, then they are joined by a line. They can be only of the same sex, that is brother or sister. So these are the common symbols used in the pedigree chart. Now let's see how to come into the diagnosis. Now rules for interpreting the pedigree. Almost all or all children of an affected mother are affected, that is the disease is transmitted from mother to all the children. Okay, so then that is mitochondrial. Then the disease is mitochondrial. If both the genders are affected almost equally, then the disease is autosomal. And if there is some gender specification, that is males are affected more or females are affected more, then the disease is X-linked. Now you got this part, that is mother to all children, that will be mitochondrial. If both genders are affected almost equally, then that is autosomal. And if one gender is affected specifically, then that is X-linked, that is if males are affected more or females are affected more. Now if there is no father to son transmission or one gender is affected more than the other, that is X-linked. I told this already. Now X-linked dominant, what happens in X-linked dominant is X-linked dominant females are affected most, and in X-linked recessive males are affected more. Remember this in this way, that females are more dominating. Okay, so they are affected more in the X-linked dominant. So dominant is female affected more, and in recessive males are recessive, so in X-linked recessive males are affected more. Now if unaffected parents have affected children, okay, if the children is diseased but their parents were unaffected, then that is recessive. Okay, that is recessive. If at least one of the parent always have the disease, then that is dominant. Suppose the children have the disease, the children is diseased, and you see no parents were affected, no parents were affected, so that cannot be dominant, that will be recessive. Okay, unaffected parents can have an affected children. Okay, but if this affected child has at least one affected parent, then that is dominant. Now if father to all sons, then that is Y-linked dominant. Mother to all children were mitochondrial. Father to all sons, not daughters, only sons, so that is Y-linked dominant. For example, hairy ears and hearing impairment. Now look at this chart. Okay, autosomal recessive. Now I have divided this chart into autosomal recessive, autosomal dominant, X-linked recessive and X-linked dominant. So let's see one by one. Autosomal recessive, most of the inborn errors of metabolism are affected in this route. Okay, most of them have autosomal recessive type of inheritance. Here both of the parents of the affected child should be carriers. Both the parents are phenotypically normal with two carrier or heterozygous patient. That is, if the parents are heterozygous, then 1/4, that is 25% of their children will be affected. 1/4, that is 24% of their children will be normal, and 50% will be carrier. This is the situation for two carrier or heterozygous parents of autosomal recessive disorder. Okay, now let's see for autosomal dominant. This is the most common pattern of Mendelian inheritance. There is male to male transmission and no carrier condition. Look at this, no carrier condition. Affected parent will have 50% of offspring affected. Here what was happening, the heterozygous parents were phenotypically normal, right? Phenotypically they were normal, and they were having 25% of their children to be affected. Here 50% of their children are affected of an affected parent. There is no carrier condition in autosomal dominant type of disorders. Now let's see X-linked recessive. X-linked recessive, here what I said, males are mostly affected. Dominant में female dominating the society, so X-linked dominant में females are affected more, or recessive में males are affected more. X-linked recessive, this is the most common pattern of sex-linked disorders. The sex-linked disorders are inherited by this pattern, that is X-linked recessive. There will also be no male to male transmission in X-linked recessive. That is, from father no son will get the disease, but the daughter can get the disease. Okay, this is for X-linked recessive. Now for X-linked dominant, affected male will have 100% of the daughters affected and none of the sons. An affected female will have 50% of the sons affected and 50% of the daughters affected. That is, affected sons must have affected mothers. What is the conclusion? See, from the male, no son is getting, and from affected female 50% of the son is getting. So if there is affected son, must have an affected mother also in X-linked dominant. Okay, so now let's see some pedigree charts and diagnose what's the pattern of inheritance. Okay, let's see this one. Here male is affected, female is affected, female affected, males affected. So male and females are both affected equally. There is no gender specificity. So what can we conclude from this? That this is autosomal, not an X-linked disorder. This is autosomal. Now let's see whether this is dominant or recessive. See, this affected child has an affected parent. This affected child has no affected parents, right? This is unaffected parents. This affected child has affected parents. So if affected children have unaffected parents, then that is recessive. That is, one generation is skipped, that is not affected. If generations are skipped only in recessive disorder, not in the dominant. In dominant disorder, all the generations are affected. That is, affected children will always have one of the parent affected. Then only it can be dominant. So this is autosomal. We conclude this as autosomal recessive. Autosomal recessive. Now come to the next. Let's see this one. Here male is affected, female affected, male affected, female affected, male affected. So both genders are equally affected. So there is no gender specificity again. So this is autosomal disorder. Autosomal. Now let's see whether it is recessive or dominant. See, this affected child has affected parents. This affected child has affected parents. This affected child has one of the parents affected. Here both the parents are affected. Here one of the parents, that is the father, is affected. So this is autosomal dominant. This is autosomal dominant. Okay. So let's see the next one. Here the mother is affected. Here the mother is affected. Then both the sons are affected, right? Here both the parents are affected. Then both of their sons are affected and daughter is also affected. This male child has no parents affected. So see, here males are more affected. So this is sex predominant. So this is X-linked disorder. Okay. As one sex is more preferably affected, so this is X-linked disorder. Now let's see whether it is recessive or dominant. See here, one generation is skipped. That is, this affected male has unaffected parents. So this is X-linked recessive. X-linked recessive. And what I told in X-linked recessive, males are more affected. See, in this generation both the daughters were spared, but the males are affected. So this is X-linked recessive. Now the next one. Look at the next one. Here the mother is affected, the daughter is affected, the son is affected. Okay. Now the father is affected. One father is affected. Both the girls are affected. So here the son is spared. See, the sons are spared. Both the daughters were affected. So one sex is predominantly affected. So this is X-linked disorder. Now whether it is recessive or dominant, this is X-linked. This is X-linked dominant. As dominant, in dominant, X-linked dominant, females were affected more. Okay, see, females are affected more, males were spared. So this is X-linked dominant. Now let's see some examples of, okay, there is another one pattern, that is mitochondrial. What I said in mitochondrial is, see, the female is affected, and from the female all the children will be affected. From the female all the children gets the disease. See, but from the male no one is affected. Okay, from the female all the children are affected, and from the male no one is affected. So this is mitochondrial inheritance pattern. Now let's see some disorder which are inherited in these patterns. Okay, first autosomal recessive. Okay, the mnemonic here is A B C D E F G H and S. Okay, A for albinism, A for albinism, B for beta thalassemia, C for cystic fibrosis, D for deafness, that is sensory neural hearing loss, E for emphysema or alpha 1 antitrypsin deficiency, F for Friedreich's ataxia, G for galactosemia and Gaucher's disease, H for hemochromatosis and homocystinuria, S for sickle cell disease. Now let's see autosomal dominant. Here the mnemonic is dominant job hunting. So here D for dystrophica myotonic, O for osteogenesis imperfecta, M for Marfan syndrome, I for intermittent porphyria, N for Noonan syndrome, A for adult polycystic kidney, N for neurofibromatosis, T for tuberous sclerosis. Here important ones are this Marfan syndrome, osteogenesis imperfecta and neurofibromatosis. Remember these four, that will be enough. Okay, then dominant job hunting. Job is for Job's syndrome and hunting is for Huntington's disease, and also H for hereditary spherocytosis. Now let's see X-linked recessive. X-linked recessive, who are more affected? Males are more affected. So the mnemonic here is Butcher's father had a beautiful gold watch. See, Butch is also a male, father is also a male, had a beautiful gold watch. So this mnemonic is for X-linked recessive. Now see, B for Burton's agammaglobulinemia, F for Fabry's disease, H for Hunter's disease and hemophilia A and B, Gold for GOLD, G6PD deficiency, ocular albinism, Lesch-Nyhan syndrome, Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and watch W for Wiskott-Aldrich syndrome. And also remember, color blindness also fall in this group of disorders, that is X-linked recessive. Now here X-linked dominant. X-linked dominant is females are most predominantly affected. Only one exception is there, that I will tell you, that here Alport's disease. In this Alport's disease, males are more affected, but this is an X-linked dominant disorder. But despite that, here males are more predominantly affected. Now let's see other example, that is ataxia syndrome, vitamin D resistant rickets disease, Rett syndrome, Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease. Now this falls for X-linked dominant. Now let's see another category, that is the mitochondrial inheritance. These diseases are also very important. Just the names, know the names, that these are associated with mitochondrial inheritance, that is from mother to all the children, right? So one example is MELAS. MELAS is mitochondrial encephalopathy, lactic acidosis and stroke-like episode. This is MELAS. Then NARP, that is neuropathy, ataxia, retinitis pigmentosa. This is NARP. And then MORPH, myoclonic epilepsy with ragged red fibers. Then there is sensory neural hearing loss, mitochondrial myopathy, Kearns-Sayre syndrome, Pearson syndrome. See, sensory neural hearing defect, deafness was also there in where autosomal recessive, and this can also be, see here, this can also be inherited as a mitochondrial inheritance. Okay, so this was all for today. Please revise this topic time and again, because questions come a lot from this pedigree charts. Try to practice a lot of this pedigree chart so that you get thorough in this. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Do like, share and subscribe to this channel to get more videos of this kind.